There's a place inside of all of us where our faith and love begins. You should reach to find the truth in love, the answers there within. Oh, I know that life can make you feel it's much harder than it really is, but we'll get through it. Just don't give in. Good morning and welcome back to your spiritual segment on Rhema Gospel Radio. Better than when you heard it yesterday. I'm CJ. Let go. The National Hockey League kicked off their playoffs last night with 3 games on the frozen court as the LA Kings clobbered the Vancouver Canucks 4-2 as the Kings had 4 players each to score a goal. The Philadelphia Flyers needed overtime to knock off the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-3 as the Flyers rallied from 3 goals to shock the Penguins, and the Nashville Predators eked out a 1-goal win over the Detroit Red Wings 3-2 as Gabriel Bork netted 2 goals. The National Basketball Association had a plethora of games bowling last night as the Indiana Pacers had to use overtime to get by the Cleveland Cavaliers 104-98 with the help of Danny Granger's 23 points. The Philadelphia 76ers clobbered the Toronto Raptors 93-75 as Thaddeus Young scored 17 points. The Atlanta Hawks lost in overtime to the Boston Celtics 88-86 with a double-double from Kevin Garnett, but Rajon Rondo recorded his 13th regular season triple-double with 10 points, 10 rebounds, and dished out 20 assists as he tied Antoine Walker for the second most in Celtics history. The Sacramento Kings were stung by the New Orleans Hornets 105-96 with 22 points from Jason Smith. The Utah Jazz held on to secure the win against the Houston Rockets 103-91 with the season high of 29 points from Gordon Hayward. In the first national televised game, the New York Knicks got the coveted win over the Milwaukee Bucks 111-107 with Carmelo Anthony pouring in 32 points as each team are battling for the last playoff spot in the Eastern Conference, while the Lob City Clippers escaped with the W as they edged out the Oklahoma City Thunder 100-98 as Chris Paul lit up the scoreboard for 31 points in a potential Western Conference final. The Phoenix Suns were defeated by the Memphis Grizzlies 104-93 as Rudy Gay scorched the Suns for 32 points. In another potential preview of the Western Conference Finals, the LA Lakers, with their leading scorer out in Kobe Bryant, blasted the San Antonio Spurs 98-84 as Meta World Peace scored a game high of 26 points, but Andrew Bynum hauled in a career high of 30 rebounds as that was the most rebounds in the NBA in more than 2 years. The Minnesota Timberwolves couldn't handle the Denver Nuggets as they lost 113-107 with 24 points from Ty Lawson. And in the second nationally televised game, the Golden State Warriors were run over by the Portland Trailblazers 118-110 as Jamal Crawford had the Twine on fire with 34 points off the bench. In sporting news, after an NCAA investigation uncovered impermissible telephone calls and text messages were sent to prep recruits by Baylor's men's and women's coaches and assistants for the basketball programs, the NCAA placed Baylor on 3 years of probation on Wednesday as the violations were considered to be major infractions. Some of the punishments levied were men's coach Scott Drew will be suspended for 2 Big 12 games next season, will have recruiting restrictions, and the men's program will lose 1 scholarship next season, while the women's coach Kim Mulkey will also have recruiting restrictions, and the women's program lost 2 scholarships last season. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my brand new blog site, CEEJAY and be sure to follow me on Twitter at CJSports. And stay tuned for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and keep smiling because you look better when you do. And as justice is beginning to take shape, I am still Trayvon Martin.